everybody. Today we're going to go over the THOR RE801. This is our skiving machine, a belt skiver. So we're going to start with the oiling process first. Al's going to help us out on this one as well. So we're going to do about a drop right there, or a couple of drops. We're going to go through that little opening there. Going to put some on the lever there. I'm going to put a few drops in that hole there. And we're going to go the little hole where that shaft is. When the machine first arrives to you, it should be ready to go. Let me show you a couple of knobs here. So you have a knob and a lever here that adjust. As you move that, you can adjust the horizontal positioning on the knife. Normally you wouldn't have to play with this unless the knife gets out of whack after some use, or the stone actually. And this one is your vertical adjustment of the stone. So that's the vertical here, and this is your horizontal here. And the right positioning of that stone in comparison to the knife, you should have very little daylight there. Obviously you don't want that touching the knife, but you want to have very little daylight. It looks maybe less than a 1/16 of an inch there, so don't go all the way up to top of the knife when it's touching it, but it needs to have just a little room. And now let's cover the sharpening of the knife. What you're going to do, you're going to release that lever there. You're going to put it in the lower position. The stone is spinning right there, and that's going to be touching the knife to sharpen it. And you will use that knob right there. Slowly, don't turn it very forcefully, just kind of turn it slowly until that stone starts to engage the knife. After the knife is sharp, make sure you take that back lever and lock it in its upper position there.
Has to be exactly even.
Okay,
not
so you're going to have the adjustment of the foot with this knob right there. And the positioning of that foot should be following the contour of that knife and the stone there. So in case it comes out of position, that is the lever that you need to engage to put it back into position, or basically put it perfectly right, so everything looks like that it follows. The foot should be following that knife, the curvature. Also, the pressure of the foot, or the height of the foot, is going to be regulated by that knob right there. So it depends how thick of your material is, how big of a bite you want to take out of that leather, and that's what's going to control that. So right now we have it set, I believe, at pretty good position. There's the guide right there. And you can set that, tighten it obviously before you start skiving. Gonna put the foot down, push on the pedal. And you should have a nice even feed. Okay, so that's what we have accomplished. And again, how wide you want to go here, that's controlled by your guide over here. And how much bite you want to have into it, it's controlled by this lever here, this knob here. After normal use, the knife obviously will get shorter. So the more it gets used, the more it gets worn down, and it's gonna get shorter. So, Al, if you wanna show us, we're gonna use that crank right there, and that basically pushes your knife more to the left. So, and then we're gonna put it back into position. Then how much space do we need to have here, Al?
Not that much.
Okay, that looks like about a
Not touching.
16th of an inch between this guard right here and the actual knife, maybe about a 16th of an inch gap.